In the rugged heart of Afghanistan, where the mountains touch the sky, there lived a people who had been forgotten by history. For centuries, the Hazara nation endured persecution in silence. But in the mid-20th century, a child was born who would turn that silence into a roar. This is not just the story of a politician. This is the biopic of a martyr. The story of Shahid Abdul Ali Mazari, the man who taught a nation that it was no longer a crime to exist. Born in 1946 in the village of Charkent, Abdul Ali grew up in a world of hardship. His father, Hezb-e Wahdat, was a farmer who valued faith and literacy. Young Abdul Ali didn't just study theology, he studied the soul of his people. He traveled to Najaf and Qom, the great centers of learning, but while others stayed in the books, Mazari looked at the world. He saw the inequality, the systemic racism, and the chains that bound the Hazaras. He realized that a leader doesn't just pray for his people, he fights for them. By the late 80s, the Hazara resistance was fractured into 9 different factions. They were weak because they were divided. Mazari saw the danger. In a historic move in 1989, he unified these groups into Hezb-e Wahdat, the Islamic Unity Party of Afghanistan. For the first time in history, the Hazaras had a single powerful voice. Mazari's demand was simple, yet revolutionary for the time. He wanted a federal system. He wanted every ethnicity, Tajik, Pashtun, Uzbek, and Hazara, to have a seat at the table. He famously said, "I want that being a Hazara should no longer be a crime." The civil war in Kabul was a dark chapter. Mazari was trapped in the West Kabul district of Afshar, surrounded by enemies on all sides. He stayed with his people. He didn't hide in luxury. He lived in the bunkers, eating the same dry bread as the refugees. He became Baba, the father, to the widows and the orphans. He was the only one who didn't abandon them when the world turned its back. March 1995, a new force was rising, the Taliban. They invited Mazari to Sharosayab for peace talks. It was a gesture of brotherhood. Against the advice of his generals, Mazari went. He believed that if there was even a 1% chance for peace, he had to take it. It was a trap. Mazari and his companions were disarmed and bound. On March 13, 1995, while being transported in a helicopter, the unthinkable happened. The official reports state he was thrown from the helicopter. His body was found riddled with bullets on the cold ground of Ghazni. He was 49 years old. The man who sought to unite Afghanistan was murdered in the name of division. They killed the man, but they birthed a legend. His body was carried on the shoulders of his followers for hundreds of miles, through the freezing mountains, back to his home in Mazar-i-Sharif. Today, in 2026, Abdul Ali Mazari is officially recognized as the martyr of national unity. His face is on the walls of Bamiyan and the hearts of millions across the globe. Shahid Mazari didn't leave behind palaces or gold. He left behind a conscious nation. He taught us that freedom is not given, it is taken by those brave enough to speak the truth. Baba Mazari, the voice that will never be silenced.